Hey, what's up, everybody? And Happy New Year! 2020 is finally in the rearview mirror as we drive on through to 2021. And for my first video of 2021, I've decided to do a custom figure update video on all the figures you see here. There would have been 2 more added, but unfortunately they're still not finished. But when they are, I'll do those 2 in a separate video. Right here we have the Elite Mickie James figure, the WrestleMania 35 Elite Sasha Banks, the basic Becky Lynch, a fully customized Carmella figure, the new basic Rhea Ripley figure, and our Truth Elite. So now, let's start off with our Truth. Well, more specifically, the 24/7 Championship. I tried my very best to make this as shiny as possible because when this belt was released, it was dull as dirt, and the 24/7 numbers were the wrong color. So I tried to match it as best I could to the actual title. If you remember on TV, the gold around here is different from the gold in here. So I tried to do that. I tried to use a metallic gold paint. It's not as shiny as I want, but at least the colors are different. Definitely a bit more accurate. The numbers too. If you're going to try to do this at home, make sure you take the plates out because I got some gold paint on the green. But at least now a more accurate version of our Truth's baby can be held by this R-Truth figure, or whoever else wants the 24/7 so and so forth championship. Since we did R-Truth first, let's do Carmella next. Giggity. If you remember, I customized this Carmella figure from the basic battle pack Maurice and the most recent basic Carmella figure's head. I gave her this custom shirt, this custom Carmella hat that I made from a John Cena hat, and I gave her arms that can take interchangeable hands. The only thing I really changed since is the hat in terms of it being on her head. Now the problem with this Carmella head is that the hairstyle on top makes it really hard for the hat to go on. So I had to use some sticky tack to make it stay on. And trust me, it looks better with the hat on backwards than forward. When it's on backwards, it hides the gaps better. Now my most recent custom, the basic Rhea Ripley figure. This basic on its own was not bad. It was just lacking, like an entrance vest and her belly button piercing. So I gave her both. This vest came with the Elite Mandy Rose figure that I customized. Painted the studs silver, so they're no longer gold. I also added some brown paint to give it a worn, roughed up look. And I painted all this diamond pattern silver, so it looks like chains. And I pasted this on, but I added some accents of silver to blend it in. As for a piercing, that's just little bits of clay, a 2-part compound clay, and I painted it black. And unfortunately, because this is a basic, I could barely get her to stand, so I had to put 1 foot forward so she would stand. I'm really proud of this one, but I can't wait for the Elite coming out later this month. And of course, I'll do a comparison. Next, Becky Lynch. As much as I love the man Becky Lynch, Steampunk NXT Becky Lynch will always have a special place in my heart. I've had this steampunk jacket made a long time ago. I'm pretty sure I showed this off, so this is not new. The hood, however, this hood was originally from my Fiend figure. I did try to stick it on with some fabric tape, so I won't have to keep taking it on and off, and make it look a little bit more natural, having it just rest like that. Unfortunately, it does not cover the rest of her hair, but that's okay. But the one major thing I tried to add are her gesturing hands, you know, the rock out hands. Unfortunately, Mattel has yet to make those for females, so I had to try to customize a couple. What I did was I took the weird gesturing hands from the Elite Mandy Rose, and I used a hairdryer to heat them up and soften the fingers. Unfortunately, I've been having trouble with this one and this one. It looks more like she's trying to do sign language. I might try to go back and touch them up again, but if you angle them right, you don't really notice. And here she is with the hood on, her hands in the air, and I think that looks a lot better. Next, Sasha Banks. As you all know, what I already did to this figure, it's the WrestleMania 35 Elite Sasha Banks with the newest basic head, but I want to give her an entrance jacket that would match with this, and I didn't want the ones with the plastic rubber crap. So I got the Jax Fabulous Mullet jacket, and I made some minor adjustments, and now it's a Sasha Banks jacket. I don't think she ever wore anything like this, but I think it looks great. And now last, but certainly not least, my Mickie James custom. It's the Elite Mickie James, but I wanted to make this a fantasy piece. As you know, Mickie James is a country singer, and since around the time I conceived this idea, it was the holiday season, so I thought, what would Mickie James look like dressed in her cowboy / cowgirl singing attire during the winter, but in the South? So I came up with this. I took the vest jacket part from the Dolph Ziggler basic Lana figure, and I tried to make it look distressed denim. I gave her the sleeved entrance jacket from the Elite Series 17 Kelly Kelly. I gave her the hat from, I believe it was Funkasaurus, the Battle Pack version. This was the entrance towel, I think, from a JBL figure. The arms came from Wendy Richter's exclusive Elite. The hands came from Kairi Sane. Yeah, so this is definitely a Mod Podge of figure parts, but I think it looks great, especially since now she can do this with the title. She couldn't do that before. Oh, the reason why I gave her the Kairi Sane hands, because they kind of look like winter gloves. More of that than this. But the blue nails do match the outfit. And there you have it. My custom updates for all these figures. And one accessory. So tell me, what do you guys think? And which one of these is your favorite figure that I customized? Let me know down in the comments below. But until the next review I do, or whatever video I do in the year 2021, I will see you soon. It's a new year, but will it be a good year?